Getting rich is actually a very simple process if you do these things. Now, it's not easy. I'm going to tell you that for sure. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But it's simple. It's just step one, step two, step three. If you follow these steps, you will absolutely become rich and wealthy. Hey guys, Dustin Heiner here with Master Passive Income, and I'm here to help you learn how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate rental properties and having passive income so you never have to work a job again. Now, getting rich is actually very, very simple. Again, like I said, it's not easy, but it's simple. And anybody can become wealthy and rich if they follow these rules. Now, these rules have been around, or these steps have been around for a very, very long time. I'm not the one that came up with them. I've implemented them into my life, and I'm sharing them with you. And the first step that you absolutely must implement into your life, it's called pay yourself first. Paying yourself first is basically where you make money and it doesn't go to a bill. It doesn't go to pay rent. It doesn't go to pay for your cell phone bill or coffee or something like that. Paying yourself first is where you're setting aside money for future investing. Paying yourself to invest. So let's say you're going to be making $1,000 a month. You probably make more, but let's say you make $1,000 a month. Let's start with just 10%. Take 10% of the $1,000, which is $100, set it aside into a savings account. Set it aside into something that's going to be making you money. I personally like CIT Bank, which is, if you check in the link in the description, literally gives you, I think, like 0.5%. But you're storing that money for future investing. And we'll talk about what you can do with that money in just a minute. But what I want to share with you is also, when you're paying yourself first, you are taking that off the top. And everything I'm going to be telling you is like, okay, if you make a gross of $1,000, gross means before taxes, before your mortgage, before anything's taken out, the total dollar amount that you're being paid by your boss, take that 10%. 10% of that money, put it away for future investing. That's how the rich get even more rich. That's how the wealthy get even more wealthy, is because they use money to make money, which we'll get into. And the second thing that you must do is live below your means. Now, when I say, and I call the job a JOB, you're living just over broke, that's when you are basically living paycheck to paycheck because your boss is not paying you enough really to live on. In fact, they're only paying you just enough to keep you working without quitting, but not so much that's taking money out of their pocket. Now, as they're doing that, you should be realizing, oh my goodness, I could be making so much more money other places, which we'll get to in just a second. And what you must do with this money that you're making from your job is live below the means. So if you're making $1,000, you're hopefully putting away $100 aside a month, or 10% of that a month, for future investing. But you're also, let's say you have $900 the entire month to live off of. Well, you're only spending from rent to, I know it's gonna be hard to do with $1,000, but rent, phone bill, gas, insurance, all that sort of stuff. You're hopefully going to be living below your means by not going into debt. You're only spending at most $900. You're not spending $1,200 or $1,300, which means you're going into debt. And the last thing you want to do is actually go into debt, which makes it even worse because you're trying to save money. Let's say you're getting 0.5%, and I'll give you a way in just a second to get 2% return on your money. Really, really fantastic way to put it in there. Now, where you're actually having 0.5% or even 2%, but your credit cards are charging you 24%, let's say 14%. You have so much more money going out of your pocket in interest than coming back in. So we want to not go into debt. That's by living below our means, however much we make, minus how much we save for future investing, paying ourselves first. That's all we can live on. We don't go above that. Now, the third thing that you must do on top of living below your means is also, when you make more money, let's say you get a raise, you do not increase your standard of living. Basically, you don't say, well, I spend $1,000 a month. I got a raise for $1,200 or $200 more. I'm going to spend that $200 extra every single month. You don't want to do that. Anytime you get more money in a paycheck, or you get a bonus, or you get a raise, don't spend that money. Put that money away by paying yourself first. Live off of what you were originally making. And in doing that, you're going to have so much more money to save for future investing to make your wealth grow even larger. And the fourth thing that you must do is pay off your debt. If you watch a Game of Thrones, the Lannisters always pay off their debts or pay their debts. We want to be just like Lannisters, not totally, but we want to make sure we're paying off our debt. Now, with paying off these debts, I'm not necessarily saying your mortgage. Your mortgage is a long-term debt. We can eventually use that to actually buy rental properties and real estate. We can definitely do that, which I'll show you in plenty of other videos. But Your credit card debt. You don't want that. You might be paying 14 or 20% interest in credit card debt. Your car loans, your school loans, all of this debt is literally just eating you alive. It's sucking all that money out of your pocket. You want to get rid of that, start paying off that debt. And if you want to watch a video I created where I talk about the debt snowball, I love the debt snowball. Watch the comment card or check the link in the description for the debt snowball. And as we're going to be paying off that debt, we're going to have more money to save for investing. And the fifth thing that you must do on your way to becoming rich and wealthy is to start investing that money. See, as you're paying yourself first, you're setting it aside to actually make money, but then we're going to start implementing that. So first, what I want you to do is get a CIT bank account that gives you like 0.5%, maybe even up to 1% on that money every single month. So check the link in the description for the CIT link, masterpassiveincome.com/CIT. That'll get you right there. Get signed up and start putting your money in there. Now, on top of that, as you've built up more money, there is a fantastic way that you can even get 2% right now with that money. And I want to tell you where I park my money that gets 2%. It's the Life Goals Home Down Payment Investment ETF. It's basically, you open up Robinhood, you look up the ticker symbol, HOM, and you can put your money in there. They give 2% a month. And saving your down payment at a bank yielding 0% or maybe even just 0.5% while home prices are going up. They're really going up double digits. You're getting crushed by home price inflation. Now check out this conservatively managed Life Goal Home Down Payment ETF. The ticker symbol's HOM. Like I said, just pull out Robinhood and you'll get 2% return on your money every single month. No lockup and no minimum attempts to keep pace with inflation. And oh yeah, it actually pays you a 2% monthly dividend. And the step-by-step process for me, what I would do is I would create that bank account with CIT Bank, check the link in the description for that, put the $100 away and another $100 away and keep getting to where you have $1,000 or $2,000, then put that into the HOM, HOM ticker symbol and get 2%, even more return. From there, I would start saving even more money. Then I would start investing into real estate. You could also do stocks. You could also do crypto is a little tricky, so you could also do crypto as well. But I personally love real estate. If I buy one rental property that makes me $250 a month, that is $3,000 a year in passive income. Now, if you buy stocks that give you dividends, but you basically also want to make money from your money. And the sixth thing that you must do is focus on passive income. Now, you work 1 hour, you get paid 1 hour for your boss. If you get a business where you have multiple bosses, basically a lot of customers, you're doing the same thing. What we want to do, what wealthy people do, is we focus on passive income where we work one time and we make money over and over and over again. When I buy one rental property that makes me $250 a month, I keep earning money every single month, whether the market goes up, down, or sideways, because those rents still come in. If you wanted to, you could even write a book. You can create a song and put it on iTunes or wherever Apple does. But you could create these things that actually sell over and over again. You could start a podcast. You could start a YouTube channel and make money every single month after you've already done the work. YouTube will continue. Like once you create a YouTube video, YouTube will keep pushing that out and you keep making money from that. So you want to focus on passive income. Now me, I personally do all the above and I park my money in real estate because I make money in passive income. If you buy 10 properties that make you $250 a month, that's $2,500 a month, $30,000 a year. If you buy 20 properties that make you $250 a month, that's $5,000 a month in passive income without working, $60,000 a year. So you absolutely want to focus on passive income because what that does is it gets you out of working a job, working a job for somebody else, but it gives you more time to do other things with your life. And the seventh step that you must do is quit your job. Now, you're going to work really, really hard to make enough money that comes in without you working, hopefully with these passive income ideas and real estate and stocks and all that sort of stuff. So you're making money to provide for your family without working. Now, what that's going to do is going to allow you to quit because you don't need to work for somebody else. Imagine if you had 40 or 50 or 60 extra hours a week in order to put towards, hanging out with your family, building a business, doing, serving the poor, doing whatever you want because you have extra time. So next thing is you want to quit your job because you're just wasting your life there. And the eighth thing that you must do is create businesses. Create more ways to make passive income, but then also give people jobs. Create a business that makes jobs for other people. Once you have 40, 50, 60 extra hours a week in your life, you're going to realize that you have so much more value than anybody can ever pay you. Because remember, Your boss is only paying you enough to keep you working without quitting, but not so much that takes money out of their pocket. You have so much more value. When you put that into creating a business that you can hire employees, you can do things without working because other people are doing the work for you. You're creating a business that brings you in even more money. This is what the rich and the wealthy do. They save their money, they put it to work for them, they also build businesses. And if you got anything out of this video, I would sure appreciate it if you hit that like, smash that like button, and also watch this video right here. I'll see you guys in the next one.